Okay, this is the final chart of this little mini series here, and I just want to finish up talking about the fractals and bringing it all together. And this is really kind of giving you a look into our entire system here on a very brief basis. Obviously, we have a whole lot of training on the inside. I know we have on this pulling this together alone. There's over 6 hours worth of training you can have, but it's really not that difficult. But let's talk about the fractals. And the fractals are these horizontal red and green lines you see on the top part of this chart. They are really the basis for a lot of what we do here, and we keep track of the trend also by what we call fractal rotations. Now, these fractal rotations, it goes back to Dow theory when you talk about some of the swing high, swing low points as it comes into charting, and using our style of charts and think about what we've already talked through in these short little videos here. We've talked about the power of this NT Rinko candle itself, taking time out of the equation, and then combining that with our ultimate candle where we give you color coding as into the strength of the direction. We then went into a little bit and talked about the delta cross and the power of using an indicator when you're actually looking at the intra candle buy and sell, bid and ask pressure as it relates, as they're fighting at each individual price level and tracking that over the course of the day. And then when you throw that in with just tested time and true swing high, swing low fractal theory, you have a complete system here. And I'm not going to get into all the details of what causes the trigger. That's where all the programming goes. But you can see from this chart, it's just really, really basic. When these lines are red, that's when we want to start thinking about being short when some of our other factors line up, such as our red candles crossing to the downside. And when things go green, you want to think about being long and crossing to the upside and green candles. Well, the beauty is all of these things on your chart, all of these little things I went through, the reds and the greens and the crosses, that's all just for your edification and visualization. You don't need it at all because the computer is actually keeping track of all that for you. And what it does, the computer will actually see these little green arrows here. The computer will print the arrows at the long signals. And you can see we had multiple long signals. Now I want you to look close. Now it's going to be faint. It might be kind of hard for you to see, but you see these little lines? These are trailing stops. So you see how you have entry signals and you see how you have trailing stops following this market up. And if you look over here on the left, you have a short signal. And you see how you have the trailing stops following the market down. Okay, so I want to take away all your fear, and I want you to take away all wow, this guy covered a whole lot in 4 short videos. He talked about the Rinko candle and the green ultimate candles and these delta crosses and these fractal rotations and how do I keep track of it all? That's a lot of information. Yes, it is a lot of information. It's over 10,000 lines of programming code that goes into it, but the computer keeps track of it. We can do it for 12 different future markets, and that's why we call it Newbie-Trader.com, because it can be so easy. All you have to really do is look for the arrows and the trails, green versus red, and a few rules, and you are all set. But at the same time, it's got very, very powerful professional grade trading information built into it. So it's perfect for the seasoned pro that wants to keep track of, multiple markets and trade them effectively throughout the day. So we're short-term traders here. We take care of everything, and we'll do all the training for you. We provide you with the signals. You have long signals, short signals, entries, targets, trailing stops, and with just the brief videos I've shown you here, you can see how you can't really be on the wrong side of the market. We keep track of it, and we put it in a simple color format. Here's a chart of this particular chart is an example of crude oil, but like I said, this works on the S&P, it works on the NASDAQ, the Russell, gold, the FTSE, the euro, natural gas, copper, soybean, corn. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So we have 12 markets. It's available for you. We hope you spend some time poking around our site and getting at least in our free members area. Take advantage of that NT Rinko. I'll give you a little system you can use with that on standalone. And we appreciate your time watching the videos thus far. Have a great day.